everybody. Welcome to Dice Monkey. This is Mark, and today I want to talk about the start of my Empire army. Now, I've been working on my Dwarf army for quite a while. I've been working on my Bretonnians for quite a while. I have 3 to 4,000 points of Bretonnians. I've got more than 2,000 points of Dwarves. I've been slowly working my way through collecting up old Lizardmen, so I can do a Lizardman army. I'm at about 1,000 points of those. But I really love the Empire, and so I've decided to start working on that as well. So I'm going to have 4 different armies. We'll see if that ends up expanding into something else. Maybe some more armies. Maybe some more evil armies, because I currently don't have any evil armies. So, I'm going to be building the Grand Army of Nuln. I've been having a friend print me a bunch of stuff from Highland Miniatures, and I've been buying some other stuff as well. So with the Grand Army of Nuln, I want a really powerful gun line. Lots and lots of gunpowder, so both siege weapons and long rifles and things like that. I really love the color scheme of Nuln. It's primarily black and red, but then you're going to see a lot of yellows and whites in there as well. So I've been sort of mixing all of it together to create a really interesting color scheme that I think you're going to like. So I'm going to show you a few of the miniatures I've done so far, and let's take a look. So to begin with, I've got my state troops. I've done 10 of these so far. These are all Highland miniatures. I'm using them as state troops. Despite their plate armor, they can only take light armor. But this allows them, if I do standard state troops, they can take shields. So they're going with shields, light armor, and hand weapons. And as you can see, each of them, any that have shields, are going to have unique heraldry on the shields. But overall, they're wearing the state colors of Nuln there. Then I've got my militia. These are by Reptilian Overlord. These are perfect for Mordheim as well. The way that they are built, they're super, super modular. So as I've been building them, I've been keeping Mordheim in mind for playing games of Mordheim later. But I really, really like them. I especially like the leader of the unit. He has this giant, looks like a goldfish on the top of his hat. So it leans real heavily into that whole like weird fishy Mordheim aesthetic. And then I've got guys with like torches and lanterns and things like that as well. So they're a lot of fun. I also specifically did not put flowers on their bases like I'm doing with the rest of the troops, just so that when I put them into Mordheim, they don't seem weird with like bright flowers around and things like that. Then I've got Braganza's Besiegers. These are classic miniatures from Warhammer Fantasy. I'm going to run them as dwarf mercenaries because no other unit can have shields, heavy armor, and crossbows. So they'll move a little bit slower, but my thought is that that's them like picking up and moving their shields real slow. I really like these miniatures. I did end up getting, as you can see there, a banner that is actually made out of vinyl, and somebody was printing them online, and I'm not a big fan of them, I don't think, because I can't bend them at all, so it doesn't look like it's waving in the air. It's just a straight banner. So I may end up printing that onto paper myself and reapplying it so that I can actually have the wave of the banner. I think it'll look a lot better. Then I've got Luppen Krupp's Regiment. I have actually 10 more of these that I need to paint up. They're another classic miniatures. I'm going to run them as Empire Archers with skirmishers and hit and run. So they'll sort of pop out and do their thing. I'm not sure how effective they're going to be. Probably not super effective, but it's fun to have them. And then I've got these wizards from Highland Miniatures. I've painted them to match the 8 Winds of Magic. I'm really pleased with them, some more than others, but they're really, really cool. I'm never going to run 8 wizards, but I wanted to have the options of different kinds of wizards. And a lot of these can be used for Mordheim as well, so that's pretty cool. So future plans I've got a bunch of dwarf mercenaries with spears that are also Highlands miniatures, so I'm going to be working on painting those up. I'm going to paint them to match more the state troop look. I'm going to be getting lots and lots of war machines of all the different kinds of gunpowder war machines they've got. I've got a bunch of Empire Spearmen that I have sprayed black that I'm going to start working on painting. I'm going to be getting some more Empire long guns, some riflemen. Those will be my main gun line. And then I've got more state troops and militia. I've got, I think, enough to do, I think, three 20-man units of the state troops. So I'll be able to have lots and lots of infantry out there. And then I've got a bunch of mounted knights. I've got a few more being printed right now. And then I've also got about, I think, 10 or 12 of them who are already sprayed black and ready to start painting. So that's a good overview of what my army's going to be going forward. I added it all up, and once I've got everything printed that I want, I'm going to be looking at about 3,000 points. I like to have about 3,000 points for any given army because then it gives me lots of stuff that I can sort of pick and choose between. And then if I want to run some real big games, I can do so. I don't have any huge things, like I don't have a general and a griffin. I don't have a steam tank. I should probably get something like that at some point to just be, larger and more impressive and actually be able to take on a dragon. But until then, this is what I've got, and I'm super excited for you to see what it's going to look like going forward, and I'll keep you all updated. In 2 weeks, I've got another battle report I'm going to be taking photos of and playing. It's going to be another Bretonnian versus Dwarf game. We're working on what the lore of the battle is right now. Everybody really, really liked all the lore I had for the previous one, so we're going to be doing that again. And this will be a continuation of the previous battle. So keep an eye out for that. We're going to be using as a centerpiece the Dwarf Forge that I ended up doing a live of. So go check out my lives and you can watch that and see how I painted that up. That was about a little less than 2 hours to get the entire model done. It's pretty cool. So make sure to check that out. And until then, I will see you next time.